So now let's move on to the eyeshadow. Now I told you that in between your brow bone and the eyelid is where we have the crease. So I'm going to use this roundish fluffy brush to apply my transition color. I'm going to be transitioning here the crease of the eye. I'm going to transition that part. We have transition colors in different shades. We have shades of purple, shades of pink, red, brown, different shades actually. So it depends on the look you are creating sometimes, and then some transition colors works for different looks. Like the particular one I'm using now, I'm picking these two colors. You can use this to transition for a lot of looks. So in case you're working on a budget and you're looking for what to buy, you can just look for these shades that I'm using. They work well for a lot of looks. So I'm transitioning. Now you can see it's not too much, and the difference is there. So I'm going to, I don't have the appropriate sharpener for this pencil, so I have to dip this in to be able to get some primer. This is my eyeshadow primer. In some brands is eyeshadow base, eyeshadow primer, or eyeshadow base. They do the same thing. In case you are seeing eyeshadow base or you are seeing eyeshadow primer, it means the same thing. I have Urban Decay here. On this one is eyeshadow primer. So I use my hand a lot, so it just works for me. For me, makeup, you don't have to say, oh, because this particular person use a brush or use a hand. It does not mean that that's the only way. Just do what works for you, as long as you get a very good result. For me, I use my hand to apply my primer, and I blend very well with it. So apply enough and blend well. Apply enough and blend well, and make sure you concentrate on the brow, on the eyelid. You concentrate on the eyelid, because that's where you are going to be putting majority of your colors. Can you see? So the next thing to do, please look up. The next thing to do is to tidy up. You don't want your clients to look messy, and then people walk into the room and start wondering, what is this? Why is she looking messy like this? Make sure you tidy up from time to time. See? Okay, so I'm going to, because I don't want this ash line. You can see the line, you can tell where the primer stopped. I don't want anybody to be able to tell where my primer stopped as a professional. So I'm going to be using my transition color again to blend out that ash line. And if you can see, I'm concentrating on the outer area. I don't like taking my transition color in too much, so I'm concentrating on the outer corner. And for the inner corner, I'm going to use a new blending brush that I've not used at all. This is new, so I'll use that to blend out here, such that I won't have so much transition color in the inner corner. Can you see? So let's apply our eyeshadow. I'm doing accentuated eyes and lips, so on our eyes I want colors. So this is a very light shade, light pink shade. It's very close to champagne actually. So I'm applying that. And then when I apply my eyeshadow, I don't put, let me show you something. I don't put my eyeshadow and spread out. Can you see my hand? Spreading out, the end of the shadow, there won't be any eyeshadow there. So you want to put in bits and continue putting in bits and put in bits till you get the right result. Can you see the two? This is pigmented, is popping, but this one is not popping because I spread it out. So you have to avoid this. So you put in bits and put in bits. So that's how I apply my eyeshadow. So I'll apply again till you get the intensity you want, till the eyeshadow is poppy enough for what you want. So picking a darker tone now. Can you see? And as you add, make sure you blend. You don't want people to see where the two colors meet. As a professional, your eyeshadow has to be well blended. So I'm putting in bits and I'm blending at the same time. And make sure you hold the eye, the corner of the eye, you hold it so as to avoid breaking. If you don't hold it as you apply the eyeshadow, it tends to break and you don't want that to happen. So make sure you hold as you apply and blend. And you check the two, open eyes please. You check the two eyes to be able to tell if one is brighter than the other. And then as you put your eyeshadow, tell your client to open up their eyes so the eyeshadow doesn't extend from the eyelid. Because when that happens, your shadow may look messy. Now I'm using a brighter red. Now you can see it's brighter but it's well blended as well. Now I've used like 3-4 shades, but it's not looking like that because I'm blending. Blending is extremely important. Like I said, it can't be overemphasized. It's very important. It's a very important part, and you do it at every step of the way. Can you see? Open your eyes please. You can see our eyes is really popping and it's well blended. So just for me, I always take a minute to like check again and see if there's any part that is not showing like I want it to show. Like right now, this one now is, I can see I didn't put enough there. So I'm doing that now. I'm doing that now. Gently. Yes. We blend. Tapping. And I'm tapping in. I'm not dragging it, you can see. Please follow every step of the way to get that good result. After that, now I have enough. The inner corner, you can see the line where my shadow stopped. I don't want that to be like that. So I'm using a color softer than what I used there on the inner corner. And I'm using this to blend out that line, that ash line there. This is a matte color. The one I used earlier, they are shimmery colors. I told you earlier they are appropriate for, the shimmery colors are appropriate for the eyelid alone. You don't want to bring shimmers to the crease. It makes it extremely messy. So now Everything is well blended. So the next thing to do again is to tidy up. You clean out the fallouts. By now, the products we use to prep the face, by now they would have sinked into the skin, so it does not matter if you are cleaning up. So tidy up. And be very gentle with the under eye area. Be very gentle, very gentle. Now I want to add a bit more to our eyes. I want to put glitters. I want our eyes to pop more than what you're looking at right now. So I'm going to be mixing like 2 different colors of glitters that will sink well into each other. So I have red here. Following up with what I have on her eyes, you can see she has red tones. And this time I'm not putting the glitters all over her eyes. Shades that are close to what I'm doing right now. So before I put the glitters, I'll put my glitter glue. This is my glitter glue. I don't like putting it directly. With my brush, I can control the quantity of the glitter glue. So I'll put the glitter glue on the area that I'm going to be putting my glitters. And with this brush, I'll apply my glitters. I need more glue there, so I'll add it. Then I want to add a bit of these fresh glitters too. I'm using this brush because I don't want much glitters. I want it to be sparsely applied, but you still see the effect. It's not popping enough, so I need to add a bit of this red again. Yes, now I have it right there, just the way I want it to look. Open and close. Can you see? You can see the effect of the glitters, and you can see it's not clogging together on one spot. So let's do the same process for the other eyes. I always put my eyeshadow before my glitters because for me, I think it helps it to look nicer. You must not forget to put this first mixture, because if you forget, it won't make it look the same anymore. So let's follow it just the way I applied it. After this first one, I added this brown before the red. Yeah. So now what we'll do is we check to see if they don't look different. They have to just look similar. That's very important to understand. Open your face. I think I need a bit of red on this area. Okay, good. It's looking good enough now. So the next thing to do is to line the eyes. I'm going to be using a gel liner for my eyelining now with my eyeliner brush. I told you about it earlier. So but before I do that, let me clean up again, because I told you your makeup has to be as clean as possible. So I clean every step of the way. Look at this. Can you see? You see why you need to clean every time? Yeah. You may still have a bit of glitter, but then you have cleaned the majority. So this is my gel liner. I'll be touching with my eyeliner brush. I want to wing out her eyes. Open up. From in between here, I'll take my line up. Close my eyes. You can see the line. So I'll trace it out. Gently, you line next. You line on your lash line. Open your eyes, please. Can you see the effect of the wing liner? You take your gel liner again. Once you notice your gel liner is fading off, that means you have to add again. Open your eyes, please. I like to line inside out, so close your eyes, please. So I'll hold our eyes gently here. Gently. And trace out again. Trace out again. So you keep putting the dark black color till you get the intensity that you want. So yeah, I'm fine now. I'm fine with what I'm saying. I'm going to repeat the process for the other eyes. Look at this. So I told you from this angle. Look at it. And take it up. You can see, open your eyes, please. You can see the wing effect. So, depending on how you want to wing it, if you want it longer, you have to take your brush upper. So, you continue. Once you notice the gel liner is fading out, you add again to your brush. It has to be as dark as possible. Look up this. I told you. Close eyes. She's a bit nervous, so I'm going to hold her eyes to be able to line properly. In case your client blinks a lot, just tell them to close. Tell them to close and you hold the eyes yourself. Open your eyes, please. Open. Yeah, so properly lined. The next thing now is our eyelashes. I'm going to be fixing these eyelashes on her. I really like these lashes because it's full and it's long. So please hold this for me. So the first thing to do is to check if the eyelashes is no longer than, yeah, this is good. Just in case your lashes is longer than the person's eyes, what you do is you cut off from the outer corner, because the inner corner is done in such a way that it's going to be very comfortable for somebody to wear. The inner corner is usually shorter than the outer corner, so if you mistakenly cut the inner corner, it means that lashes, after the person wears it, is not going to be comfortable. That's when you get people saying, oh, the lashes is choking my eyes and all. So when you want to cut, you cut from the outer corner. So now, since this is the perfect size, I won't be cutting any at all. So what I'll do is I'll put my lash glue on the band. So you can see my glue. I'm putting it on my band. You have to put enough to hold the lashes. If it's not enough, the lashes may be moving. So it's enough glue to make your eyelashes stick well. I like this applicator, but then if you are using a glue that does not have this kind of applicator, you can just use something that can apply like this as well. So yeah, I have enough on this one. I'll just tell my clients, hold this, please hold this for me. Thank you. Make sure you have enough glue on that band. And you can see I'm putting it. Some people put hair. You can't get the best results by putting hair alone. It has to be on the band itself. Okay. So you just wait for some seconds and then you fix. So in case you are rushing, just glue like this. Then you fix. I fix with my hands too. Don't mind me. I know how to use my tweezer, but I just love to use my hand. So open our close. So you can see that one is sitting well. I'm going to do the same for the other eyes. Put below the liner. Put below the liner. Put it below the liner. See? It's sitting well. Another thing I do is to press with my hand the natural lashes and the false lashes. So, I press the natural and the false so that they can blend into each other very well. You can use your eyelash curler for this as well. So well, I happen to use my hand a lot, and yes, it's giving me the kind of result I like. So I'm good. After this, look up is just in case you have glue on the bottom, on the lower eye, what you do is you clean. So I'm even cleaning just in case it's there, so my clients will not complain of our eyes feeling sticky. Look up it. Yeah.